Hello guys, today we're gonna be talking about a ritual, or to be precise, we're gonna be talking about how much divines or profit we made from running audience with the king. So pretty much what we're gonna be starting, we're gonna talk, how much I spend, how much I made, is it worth running, and so on. So first off, we're gonna go over to our Atlas passive, and as you can see, we got 8 points here. We were running tier 4. If anybody has a question, why and so on, leave a comment down below. Obviously, we're running tier 4 because we want to get jewel as well, and tier 1 would increase our chances of getting the bell, but we would not be getting a jewel. So that's our reason, because I had some questions before on simulacrum as well on the bridgestones, what tier I was running. So I'm just quickly leaving this here. So let's begin over on our stash tab. So this is our loot and how much we spent. We spent 320 divines. I'm gonna say it like that. I did actually had few of my runs farmed myself, so it's probably a little bit less than that. But in testing purposes and pricing, we're gonna do full price for 50. I bought them, all of them, pretty much for like 630 each, per audience. Prices did go down. I think the prices are up now. Not sure what the price is at the moment, because they are jumping quite a lot. They're actually 1 to 6.8, so they did go up a little bit. They were much expensive like few days ago. I just got like getting them cheaper, so we did save a little bit of money there. So let's go over our calculations and what we got. So we spent 320 divines. Let's say the number is around here. It could be a little bit less, a little bit more, depending whenever you get them. So in total we got 12 belts, utility belts or ingenuities. We got 8 jewels, from the King of the Mist as well. Pretty much most of the loot was like boots, because the boots has the highest chance to drop. If I'm not mistaken, it's like 55% chance to get the boots. Belt is 30, and rest are like what's left. So the jewel is like 5, I think. We did not get lucky on the belt side, because I was counting, if you're doing like 50 runs, you should be getting at least 15 belts, because if you would take those 30% from 100 runs, you should be getting around 30 belts. We got 12, so it's like 3 short on average, I would say. So on that side we did get a little bit unlucky, because I did have like 10 runs in a row without a belt, and I was kind of shocked at that point. I was like, what's going on here? But then I actually had like 3 belts in a row as a drop later on. So it's not too bad. It could be worse, it could be much better. It's still pure RNG, and remember, if you want to do this strat, it's still a gamble, since a lot of times you're gonna get the boots and they're pretty much worthless, at least at the moment. Maybe in the future there's gonna be something with them, some build or whatever, but at the moment they're kind of worthless. So let's start our price checking. So the belts currently go for 17. You could sell them for like 18. So if you put those here, the number is gonna be like what, 10 belts, 180. So we got 12, that's 198, 216 divines or something like that. 216 from belts. So we're still short on on 100 divines. Let's count our jewels, the from nothing ones. So the cheapest one identified is 13 divines. Let's say we would be selling each for 15, because we do have a lot. You could even maybe try to sell for higher. So we got we got 8. So we'll be getting around 60 divines for 4, so 120 So we already made a little bit of money. So yeah, so we're like 15-16 divines in profit. Let's go on our other tab. As you know, every time you beat, the King of the Mists is gonna drop a random omen. And surprise, surprise, did we actually get anything good? Well, let's see. So over here is our omens. Pretty much all of these are, junk ones. They would not sell for much at all. Maybe exalts, like few exalts, or it could be even less than that. But we did actually get one good, like a big drop from 50 runs. So the chances are quite low to get a good one, but you still technically can get a good one. So this one is like 14-15 divines. If we add this one over here, we got, let's say, 351. So that's 31 divine in profit. Then we got a little bit of raw currency, but these are nothing, like pretty much just, extras, like extra tips on the top. So overall, what we can say about this strategy? First of all, I did these 50 runs in like an hour, because you do the King and the Mist super quickly. Like it takes like a minute, a little bit more than a minute, because if your build is strong enough, you're gonna instantly phase him. You're gonna go out of the labyrinth or the maze, and you're gonna go back for his second phase, and you kill it. You don't have to do anything else. You go out, take the loot before you go out, of obviously take the loot, then you go back, start another one, and just repeat till you get your monies. So by saying that, 50 runs took about an hour. Okay, let's say you took it slowly. It took 1 hour and a half to do 50 runs. So technically, if we would count, everything like that, you made, or I made, 31 divines in profit per hour. So that is actually big monies. But of course, as I said, on my side of counting and everything, I think I did get a little bit unlucky with the bell drops. Probably you would need a little bit more testing, to see if it averages out. Of course, I could have gotten like 20 belts, from, those 50 rituals. I could have gotten less diamonds. As I said, at the end of the day, this strat is a gamble. So let's say, in my opinion, if you're a new player, should you run this, for your chance to get, some big drops? Like, you have a chance to get 2 drops if you're on tier 4, obviously. If you're on tier 1, you have a chance to get a belt that is 35% chance to get. So technically it's 1 in 3 if you would count it like that, and you would get double amounts what you would get for selling the audience. But if you need the money, I should probably say just sell the audience, because there is, still gamble, for the belt. You could get unlucky. So in overall, if you want to gamble, if you want to try to make some extra fast divines, I would say this strat is for you, because you run it super quickly. You can do these strats in an hour. You can just repeatedly farm them, because you make your money back, unless you happen to get super unlucky, and if you do handle them yourselves, you could get 80 roll, which would sell for much more as well. If you would gamble the diamonds, these gambles are risky, because there are not that many expensive options. There's a lot of cheap ones, so do at your own risk. For the profit's sake, we're not gambling them right now. I might make a follow-up video, with some gambles as well later on, but at the moment, this is what it looks, to be running 50 audience with the kings, and this is the loot. Obviously, could get better, could get worse as well. We're unlucky on these ones, which has got pretty much 3, 2, exalt worthy, and then we got 1 as well, juicy one. So I think that covers it, our video I hope I explained everything. If you do have some questions, leave a comment down below. As well, if you're not subscribed, do so. We're gonna make more Path of Exile 2 and later on Path of Exile 1 videos. I hope you enjoyed, and guys, see you on the next one.